You always have to feel for the right spot. Happy New Year, guys. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Is that at the right height? I don't think it is. I think it's tipped down too much. I think that's better. Always bonking my head. I realized the other day when I was driving around, this swings out of control when you're turning and stuff, so I'm going to keep it in with that stuff for now. These bags come in handy, but when they're back here, they're in the way. Okay, so I hope you guys had an awesome and safe, I don't know why I'm yelling, because the mic is on here. Let me know if you're liking the sound of this. I got the little poof on because I thought I was going to do this outside, but it's like -9 with the wind chill, so no, I'm not going to do this outside right now. And so today is Thursday, the January 2nd, and yesterday was New Year's Day. Carol and I on New Year's Eve had a fondue, like a beef fondue and vegetables and of course broccoli and some other stuff, and Carol bought me a Ritter bar. And which Ritter bar was it? It wasn't the, I think it was, it was like a honey. It almost tasted like Toblerone, if you've ever had Toblerone. Really nice chocolate, and then it has those little crispy, chewy pieces in it, and they stick to your teeth, and you got to pick them out. So Carol and I did that for New Year's Eve, had a great, quiet evening together. And then New Year's Day, Carol and I and the kids went for lunch and a big walk through that area that Paul and I walked through in Newmarket. We're going to go to a park, but the weather around here has just been all over the place, and we really didn't want to walk through mud, and so like it's probably somewhat muddy, somewhat icy, and then you're going to wear your boot spikes, and then you're just going to possibly slip and then fall in mud. So we decided to walk on a paved jogging path, bike path through Newmarket, which is what Paul and I always do. So we did that yesterday, and then we had a really nice lunch together, and it was really nice being with the kids. I think a little bit on New Year's Eve. I watched probably the first 2 or 3 earlier in the day. The Squid Games. Finally, Ken's watching the Squid Games, and then as of last night, I watched the final episode. And so I'm looking forward to season 2. Let me know if you liked season 1, if season 2 was better. I don't know. I just can't wait to get into it. Carol's very happy that she didn't start watching it, because she looked over my shoulder a couple times when they were getting slaughtered. And oh, is this? There's another one. Ritter bars everywhere. Okay, this is the marzipan one. This is the one I bought for myself. I guess I'll just keep that back here. Right now in the van, it is -4, so it is chilly, but definitely not as bad as outside. So 29 Fahrenheit. What I wanted to do with you guys on the vlog channel, number 1, was to wish you guys a Happy New Year, and thanks for all your amazing support through 2024. It was probably this October, November, December was probably a record fall for me, for views, watch time, and all that stuff. As you guys know, my channel's changed dramatically over the years, from straight up food reviews, driving to McDonald's, ordering food, eating it, and that's it, to a little more travel, adventure, food, kind of moved slowly away from the actual review part of it. And I think I've talked to you guys about this before. Like, I love watching Anthony Bourdain, and Dirty Jobs. Those are 2 of my favorite shows back in the day. And just the way, he's traveling all over the world and trying new things, and he's not reviewing stuff. He's just having a good time in these places. He definitely gives you some history lessons on where he is, and he always tries to go for obviously the coolest foods and things. So I'm trying to do that. So I'm hoping you guys are going to stick with me through this next year and adventure. But if this last October, November, December is a prelude to what's going to happen in 2025. I'm just like very, very excited. Anyway, so one of the things I wanted to do today was just open this up. I kind of, on the vlog channel, like to kind of like possibly iron out a few details before I go and do an adventure and find out that I'm missing something, or it's kind of a good idea to play with this stuff before you go on an adventure. So let's do that. Oh, also today, my weather strip rain guard things are coming and we can put them on. Somebody said, be careful putting them on in the cold weather because the adhesive might not work. So I might not be able to put it on for a while. That's a possibility. So a couple really cool things about the Jetboil. Again, you basically want the Jetboil for the fact that you need to boil water now, and you need hot water now. You don't have time to waste. You don't have time to have a pot and all that stuff. And so this is it. And one of the best things, I'll have to like look through this. One of the best things is it's insulated. So this is the protective bottom, I believe. And then this is the grill. Hopefully the rest of it, this is what I mean. I gotta make sure. Yeah, okay. I looked at the bottom. I'm like, there's no burner. That scared the crap out of me. I'm like, are you kidding? They just sold me the cup. Okay. I was pretty sure that this was the whole thing. Oh, got a little sticker. Some warnings. Do not use in a van. No, it doesn't say that. Do not use pots, pans, or other cookware without the Jetboil pot support. Yeah, you need the support. Oh, right. There's like little legs that you need to put on. Oh, cool. So you got your triangle and then the legs all fold out. So they're basically saying use this because it's tippy. It's tippy. So you put your fuel onto there and it should snap on. Just got to put it onto the right one. There we go. So you got your fuel with the legs. Got to rip off your tab on the top. You keep that because you can want to protect this little area. That's the lid for this. I'm not going to actually drink out of it, but I just want to boil some water to see how fast it does boil, because I kind of said that it does it within a minute or around a minute. I'm kind of hoping that it does it under a minute. So that's just the protective part. This is definitely the lid for the top. This is the burner itself. Pretty fancy. And then that will go on to here. Screw that on. And as it screws on, it probably opens up the tank. I just found out today through a TikTok video, there's a gizmo that you can get that attaches a tank to another tank, and it will drain whatever fuel is in that half-used tank into another half-used tank. Then you have a full one, so you don't have to like take half tanks like I've been doing with the green ones. So that was kind of neat to see that today. And then this goes on, and it just sits on. It doesn't. Does it screw on? I think it does. Hang on. Again, this is why I want to do this kind of stuff with you guys. Okay, so there are little indentations that you need to line up, and that way it goes on, and then you twist it. Unfortunately, it's the same way there we go. So make sure that's secure. And if I open that up, I'm going to have my lighter ready. Again, then I think the next one up from here was $160, and it comes, you could press a tab and it will start. But this one, obviously I need to put water in it first. So I'm gonna do, sometimes there's lines on the inside. So there's a nice close-up for you. That's your valve. You can control how hot you want it, how much flame you need. There's all the little fins in there. You can see there at the bottom, there's the actual burner. So I guess we have to put the water in. Like I said, there's little markers inside. I guess you can see there's a marker. I filled it up halfway. lid. Look at that, it even has a pour. You can drink out of it. Love it. Nice. I'm guessing you can just boil and then just put in your instant coffee and just use that as your mug if you wanted to save space and stuff. Okay, let's put this on. So let's try it like this. What just happened? Probably best to take your water off first. I'm not sure why it's not. It's a brand new fuel, isn't it? Just for safety, I'm gonna have the door open. Got the good mic on, so I don't think that's gonna matter. Now, I'm guessing you jump cut. So, what just happened? Well, it wouldn't start after the first, when I first put it on and had everything ready going, and I turned on the valve, and you could hear it coming out, but I couldn't get the flame in there fast enough, and it turns out you should light it without the top on, like the cup with the burner thing. That should be off the water and everything, and then just have the valve or the burner exposed. And so when I tried to turn it on again, nothing. So I thought it was frozen, brought it inside, tried it again, nothing. Switched containers, nothing. Waited longer, did it over and over again to see if I was doing something wrong. Nope. So it only worked once, and I need something that is robust, that's durable, that can get bumped around and still work. And if it's not going to work, the day I open it up to try it and to make sure it's going to be perfect, that's not good. And so I'm going back up to MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op, and see if they can start it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I don't understand. This is the most simplest thing you could possibly do. Screw it on, turn the gas on, or light a lighter, turn the gas on, and it should light, but it won't. So it's time to take it back. See if I broke it or if it was already broken. Hello. I bought a Jetboil.
Okay.
Tried it out. It doesn't work. All right, guys. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Shoot. Let's go home and try that. Okay, so I tried it in the store. I didn't light it in the store, but I took it out of the box and put the fuel tank, hang on, put the fuel tank on it and opened it up just to make sure that there was gas coming out, and it was. And so I shut it off, did it again. I did it 3 times. And so it turns out I'm not the only one who's brought one back. So if you're thinking about buying the Zip Jetboil, then try it in the store. Like, you don't have to light it or anything, but put it on a tank and see if you can hear the gas coming out. Fuel. All right, let's go home and see if we can boil some water. As you can see, we're back home and we're going to give it a shot in the car. It's probably a little more room and comfortable. My little wind, whoa, my little wind poof just kind of fell down there. So let's put that there. Don't need the wind poof inside. Okay, so we got our lid. Actually, I'm going to get out this. Trying to do this as quickly as I can and as safely as I can, just so I don't need that. I will need my water. I need my lid. I love the fact that everything you want, like this is how it will be stored. That's what you bring with you. And inside is your fuel. I haven't detached this thing yet, so I'll have to pull that off in a second. So pull this off. So put your feet on. There's obviously, again, 2 sizes that you can have. This is the smaller of the 2. So put those 2 in first. Third one, clip. Just like that. You got your base. Got your burner. Slowly put that on nice. Get this ready. Nothing inside. Pull off your bottom. Pardon? And that's just to protect all the fins and stuff from getting damaged in your bag. So put the water in there, get that ready. So I can see better in here now, and it has 500 mil. I can't remember what some of those, I think the hydrated or dehydrated meals are 500 mil, I think. So we'll have to double check that. So I'm going to make sure I remember that the opening is on that end. This is a disclaimer. Do not try this at home. I'm just doing it here because this is the best spot I can do this right now. Okay. It's too windy outside. Don't want to deal with that crap. Okay. So the one thing I didn't do in the last one is you're supposed to have your lit match, or so you have your fuel, you have your flame, and you turn her up. So there is a white flame right now. We're going to put our water on top. Make sure we line it up. Okay, let's time it. I'm going to crank it. There you go. It is blasting. It's loud. The courier just came with my rain guards, but I can't get out of the car right now. Again, don't do this in the front seat of your car, unless you're making a video for your YouTube. See, look at the steams coming out. That's awesome. How long was that? That's got to be less than 30 seconds. It's going. It's getting there. It's getting there. You can see that steam. The canister says that it will boil water 16 times on a full fuel tank. So you can get 16 meals out of that. Unless you're boiling water to purify your water, then obviously it's going to be way less. And I think that's almost boiling. Okay, you can hear it. It is roaring boil. Whoa! When it's that full, got to be careful because it was coming out the top there. Well, there you go. That's look at all this steam. It's like special effects in here. Well, I'm glad it works. I'm glad we solved a problem. So again, if you've bought a Jetboil recently, make sure you give it a check quickly because the valve might be defective. And I guess I need to clean this properly. I don't want to drink the water out of that. I haven't cleaned the actual brand new thing. I always clean stuff before I use it and ingest stuff using it. So there you go, guys. Happy New Year. Look forward to seeing this in an upcoming video. I'll be bringing this on as a backpack item when I do one of my hikes. That's going to take several hours. We'll hike out somewhere, have a meal there, and then we'll come back and we'll do like an actual cooking with food as opposed to just doing another rehydrated meal. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.